Hi everyone, this is Sanjana from MockCat, and these are the B schools that I would recommend that you target if you want to go for an MBA. But with just about 3 months left for CAT, can you even get there? And what is it that you need to do? Now, the most important thing is, of course, your CAT exam performance, because your CAT score or percentile is something which has a high weightage. Usually, it's the highest, and sometimes it's the only thing that a lot of institutes, including IIMs, consider. But the top B schools could also look at things like your academic scores, your work experience, if you have any diversity criteria, whether it's academic, which typically goes to non-engineers, or gender, which goes to female and transgender candidates. Along with these, something else which does play a role is your reservation category if you have any. And these days, even if you are in the general category, you do have income-based reservation. So based on your profile, the percentile that you're targeting for these top B schools could be anywhere from 80-85 percentile all the way to even 100 percentile or close to that. But for all of you, even if you could get by with a lower percentile if your profile is really great, what I would recommend is to target a 99 or at least between a 95 to 99. Yes, it's still doable even in the next 3 months, and I'm going to tell you how. So this means that we're targeting somewhere around 75 or higher, but that's out of 198 marks. So it's not going to be 150, 180 or something like that. It's going to be in that 40 to 50% range. Now the last 2 years, the CAT exam has been tough, particularly last year, and you can see that difference, right? So in CAT 2021, we needed 96, 97 marks to get the same 99 percentile, but the score has been lower over the last couple of years. However, given that, what I would suggest is have a slightly higher score target, because we don't know how tough the exam will be, and typically your mocks also will vary, right? So a target of somewhere around 90 marks for the 99th percentile is what is good. If your mock or your CAT exam is on the tougher side, the marks required for 99 percentile will drop, so you can target slightly fewer questions but with a good accuracy. And if the paper is easy or if a mock is easy, you are targeting a higher score to get to that 99th. Now you'll notice that I've also given you the marks for the 85th percentile. These are as per CAT 22, and that's because 20 out of 21 IIMs do have sectional cutoffs, right? And for general category folks, the sectional percentiles are between 70 to 85 percentile. For those of you who have some reserved category, it could dip a little bit, right? Now, IIM Lucknow is the only one which has an 85th percentile cutoff. Everybody else is up to 80, but it's good to target, because you can see that if we're looking at individual sections, it's about 7 questions right in verbal and 4 to 5 questions right in quant and DILR, which is getting you that. So that's definitely a good target. But coming back to the coveted 99th percentile. So if we are targeting something around 85 to 95 marks, how do we get there? Now, if you see, I've given you 4 approaches. The first is if you are above average at everything. The second is if you're really good at verbal. The third is if you are decent at verbal but really good at quant. And the last one is if you're decent at verbal but you're really good at both quant and DILR. So based on your own performance, this could be based on, maybe 2 to 3 mocks. You can jump onto mockcat.com and, take one of our free mocks and figure it out. And then based on that, this is the goal that you need to have, not tomorrow, not next month, but say around the beginning of November. But we are going to start taking mocks now. So how do you even get there? If 99% people are not even getting 50% marks, can you really do it over the next 3 months? Are you going to be able to finish all of these? Now, the important part is to look at the right side of each box, which is the number of questions, and we are going to prep smart. So remember that we're targeting these sort of scores to get to the 99th percentile overall. We're not looking at 95, 99 in each section. We want to get to that 99 overall while meeting the minimums. So these are your must prep areas: reading comprehension, maximum number of questions, some of the LR topics, as well as the overall DI topics. You're going to get most cases from here, and again a lot of questions from arithmetic and algebra. If you want to get a full breakdown of this, there's another video which I've shot, which I will link for you here, and you can also jump on to mockcat.com and get a better idea of what are all the topics that come up. These are the areas which you must prep, and you must do it thoroughly so that you are getting a really good score. So say for example at mockcat.com, you'll find speed concepts, which are concept tests. So even if you have just registered, you will get 1 or 2 tests free, and you are welcome to use that and test your awareness of arithmetic and algebra. You should be targeting getting something like a 9 out of 10. And that is what is going to ensure that most of the questions that come up in this area, if not all, you'll be able to handle. Once these are done, the next would be some of these lessons so that you are able to tackle the next set of questions. Now, you might not know everything as thoroughly over here, but you should have a good level of awareness and you should know most concepts, if not all. And then these would be the last areas that you prep. Now, notice I'm not saying that you don't prep anything, just go only for RCs, because if you have some easier questions in these, you should be able to solve them. So if you have an easy jumbled paragraph or maybe, there's an easy numbers question, you should be able to solve them by knowing the concepts, but you have to prioritize the must prep lessons. You have about 6 of these as well as set theory, but then if you do this, the chances that you're solving one case is pretty high. And on the quant front, arithmetic and algebra. Quant is where you're going to take a lot of time because these are about 14 or 15 topics and you have to push and finish as much as possible in September, but finish it well. Like I mentioned, the speed concepts are something which will help you to judge whether you actually know the concepts. You should also solve past questions. That's what PQs, or a lot of people use the term PYQs, are. You can actually on our YouTube channel itself look for the CAT Quant 1000. I link it for you in the description and the first pinned comment. On the DI front, solving a lot of questions is what will help. So in fact, our lessons at MockCat have a lot of solved examples by Vignesh, who's a 99.9 plus percentiler in DILR. You can also check out some of our free daily quizzes, past questions if you have access to them. That's something which is in fact readily available, say from CAT 2017 till date. These are also things which will help you a lot. The more practice in DILR, the better. Same thing in verbal, but one more thing which I would recommend in verbal is the all-important author's point of view. This is something which I would say is what has got me to getting 15 out of 16 questions right on the RCs front. Now, when it comes to RCs, we need to know the author's due. I do have a separate video on this, so I will link that for you, and I'm not going too much into detail here. But what you need to do is you need to basically read an article, at least one a day, and you need to understand what is the author's view. And you can actually check yours against mine. Of course, if you're a MockCat student, you get to attend the classes, ask me doubts, you can send me your POV and so on. But this itself is something which is available for free, along with a few solved examples. I think there are about 9 or 10 of them. So this is something which will help you a lot in those 16 RC questions, as well as a couple of summary questions. Now, once this is done, in October, verbal is a little heavy. We're finishing off the 4 VA topics, as is DILR. There's a lot of LR lessons. Numerical reasoning would be the most important, and then arrangements, ranking, matching. Look to finish as much of it as you can by October. Maybe if 1 or 2 come to November, that's also okay. Then you're finishing geometry and numbers on the quant front, and the practice sort of remains the same. In November, we have more of lesson prep only on the quant front, which is modern maths, and anything which you haven't been able to do on the verbal or DILR side. What we are taking up more is mocks. Now, if you see, I have mentioned only a couple of mocks in September. If you can take 1 a week, that's great. But if you're just starting, you might want to spend a lot of time on your preparation itself. But do take at least a couple of mocks and look to analyze it. Remember, you should not be missing easy questions. You should try to eliminate negatives on quant and DILR, especially silly mistakes. You should not rush. There's again a separate video that I have on mock analysis. So we'll put that also for you in the description. But then come October and November, that's when you are definitely looking to take a mock a week. So we have a total of about 10 mocks, more if you can. The mock analysis is something which is really important. Now at MockCat, we have 25 mocks and 45 CAT style sectionals. So if you are looking for high quality mocks, you can just head on to mockcat.com and take up the pack, or you could call the number that's right in front of you. And the other important thing is, work's not done after 24th of November. After that, you're spending the next month prepping, especially for XAT, as well as SNAP and NMAT, because these are also exams which can get you to the top 20-25 B schools. And if you want to prep with 99.9 plus percentilers and give yourself the best shot at getting a high score in this exam, then what are you waiting for? Just sign up at mockcat.com or call the number that's in front of you on the screen. And stay tuned, because tomorrow I'm going to talk about how to analyze these mocks that I've recommended that you take up.